Hi guys, today we are going to finish up our read aloud, Horrible Harry Moves Up to Third Grade. So we have to read chapter 6 today, and it is a pretty short chapter. So if you remember from the last chapter that we read yesterday, Harry and Doug's class went on a field trip to a mine, and that's kind of like a cave underground. Okay, and they had a fun time. Doug was really nervous and scared, but he ended up having fun, and they made it out safely. However, when Miss Mackle, their teacher, counted their class before they left on the bus to go back to school, she said they were missing a student. And chapter 6 is titled Sydney Disappears. So maybe it was Sydney that they're missing. Let's go ahead and read it to find out. The chaperones counted heads again. There's 20, not 21, Miss Mackle said. Who is missing? Harry and I knew right away. Sydney, we said. Sydney, Sydney, everyone called. The guide and two of the chaperones went back into the mine. Miss Mackle looked really scared as she paced back and forth. I had never seen her look like that before. Keep calling his name, she ordered. Sydney, Sydney, everyone said. The guide came back with the chaperones. He's not in the mine. The pathway isn't that wide. We would have seen him. Maybe he fell down a hole, Mary said. Mary. She was always the voice of doom. Harry started to feel a little bit guilty. Maybe I shouldn't have done that finger trick with the hot dog. Song Lee and Mary ran with the chaperones to check the museum. When they came back, they were shaking their heads. He wasn't in there. Miss Mackle started to look like she was going to cry. Where is he? He's not on the bus, another chaperone reported. She was out of breath. Oh no! When Miss Mackle bowed her head, everyone knew she was praying. Then, suddenly, out of nowhere, Sydney appeared. He strolled across the courtyard, crunching the fall leaves. When he got closer, I noticed there was chocolate smeared in the corners of his mouth. Everyone was cheering, even Harry. Miss Mackle put her two hands over her heart. Sydney, she gasped. What's everyone so upset about? I had to go to the can. When everyone started laughing about that finger story, I did too. Then nature called and I ran out of the mine. Pronto. So he had to go to the bathroom. I made a face. I didn't think that was the full story, but I didn't say anything. Harry was the first to give Sydney a hug. I'm sure glad you're not dead like that Starkey guy was. Thanks, Harry, Sydney replied. That's the first compliment I ever got from you. And he hugged him back. Miss Mackle hugged Sydney too. But then she looked at him in the eye and said firmly, Don't you ever leave the group again without permission. The beginning of third grade was full of surprises and changes, but the ones on our field trip were the best and the biggest. Harry and Sydney made up. And I made it out of mine. So here's a picture of Harry and Sydney making up and becoming friends again. Awesome. Very good. All right, guys. So that was the end of Horrible Harry Moves Up to Third Grade. So today is Thursday. So we're not going to have a read aloud tomorrow. We will just start a brand new read aloud on Monday. And I'm thinking that I might give you guys a choice of a couple books and we can vote on them. Some books that I'm kind of thinking about reading next was maybe Wonder. Now, Wonder is a movie. You might have seen it, but it's also a chapter book, and it's a really great book. I read it with my class last year, and they loved it. But I was also thinking of maybe starting Harry Potter. So I think Harry Potter is a wonderful series, and it's actually the books that got me to love reading when I was a kid. So I was thinking of maybe reading the first Harry Potter book to you, but I figured maybe we can take a vote. So I will have a little place where you can vote on which book you would like me to read next, and we can decide from there. So I love this time with you. Now, if you are listening to my read alouds every day, hopefully you're finding a nice cozy place just to cuddle up at your house. But if you're not at home, maybe you're at school with a parent, or maybe you are at a daycare, hopefully you'll be able to relax in that space too. Because I think just listening to good stories really makes us enjoy reading even more, okay? So I loved reading this book with you. Let me know what you think of it or what you thought of it. You can always email me and tell me if you liked it. Tell me your favorite parts in the book, maybe the funniest parts that you think were in the book. I think my favorite part of this book was definitely when they took the field trip to the mine. I also really liked the end because Harry and Sydney made up, and throughout the whole story, they were arguing. They weren't really friends. So at the end, they acted like they were going to be friends again, which I thought was pretty cool. So let me know your favorite parts of this story too. All right, guys, I will see you later. Bye.